Hey everybody, welcome back to the Food of Florida podcast, sponsored by Selwyn's Marketing. So, it's funny, between marketers and their clients, I think we kind of face the same general issue, and that is figuring out exactly where each individual job ends. So when a client comes to you, they'll usually be talking about their goals, and these are usually one of five different things. This is either some kind of optimization of their search results. This is either setting up a kind of permission marketing plan that has to do with text messages or emails. This is about refining their general organic picture on social media, what they should post, and schedules and things like that. Slightly more rare in this field, although we'll discuss some strategies there. Content marketing, of producing different content on your website in an attempt to eventually drive traffic to it and drive traffic to the restaurant. Like I said, not utilized so much. And then, of course, you have your paid marketing, which is Google Ads or your social media marketing. I haven't heard of too many people killing the Twitter marketing, their Twitter paid game of driving diners in, but I'm going to leave it open. Maybe somebody's listening to this and they're laughing. That would be a great feeling. You just have that paid Twitter lockdown. So good on you if you're out there. But let's just get into a little bit each one of those five, and maybe talk about some mistakes and some ways to help. So now, search engine optimization. When you look up top Italian food in Boca Raton, you're going to get certain responses. A lot of people do that. Thousands and thousands of people do that. A lot of them see that restaurant. They assume quality based on the placement, and they'll go there. That's a fortune right there. But what exactly can you do to get there? There's a world of SEO, and it could get costly and time consuming, but you might be surprised, especially in a small market, how well you could do just by doing some basics. So first and foremost, if you have a website, search on Google Search Console. You sign up with that. It takes a little bit of maneuvering with the website, but it's going to allow Google to read your website better, be able to pick up the keywords it's looking for. It's going to help out immediately. I'm not saying it's going to get you to the top page, but it's going to help out immediately. Then the other thing is, I guess, just the one other thing with your tech, with your images. When you're saving them, write what that is, what that item is. If it's lasagna, write lasagna. Maybe even lasagna dash your restaurant. That's gonna help. Also, you set the alt text for people who might be blind, or for computers, for that to exactly what the item is. That's Google picks up on all of that, all of those keywords from the saved file, all of the keywords from your alt text. It's going to help a little bit. So that's just two quick things. I guess I'm not promising that those two things are going to smash you to the top, but you'll see some placement. So then we can go into permission marketing. Now, I guess my earliest recollection of permission marketing would be a little slip when you're at a restaurant on your table, and it maybe will say that it's you're going to get a discount on your dessert if you fill it out, and you put your phone number there, or you put your email address. And nothing's really changed in that business. I guess the extraction of that information, or the extraction of the consent, has changed. A lot of the times this is done with paid campaigns on social media, and it can kind of go in one of three different ways. You can get the email, reach your contacts through your email. You can get their text message, set up a plan, shoot them a text whenever there's some kind of a deal. And then one that's very popular right now is actually just getting the consent to message them on Facebook. And you can do that with a message campaign. People can contact you. When they contact you, you're allowed to contact them until they opt out. So those are kind of your three popular picks for permission marketing. Sorry for not getting into a Twitter angle on it. Now, obviously, the most popular is your free social media. We see almost everybody doing that, to at least some extent. Some people kill it, some people are horrible. Very irregular posting, I think, hurts people. Getting off brand hurts people a lot. Poor quality pictures, weird pictures, I think, are even worse than weird quality. And by weird, I mean you're somewhere in your kitchen and it's on some metal. Anything that looks too sterile. I think we've talked in past episodes about health food and how shakes and stuff, you can kind of put them in a sterile setting. But don't show me your food on a metal table, man. But thinking of somebody who does it really well in the local scene, I think Fat Boy Sushi just kills it. So many posts, so many high quality posts, so many interesting posts. You should check them out and just do exactly that. Now, content strategy for your site. Like I said, not a lot of restaurants really go into this angle. But ultimately, when you're producing content, you're producing keywords. And the more keywords you have that relate to a certain topic, the more Google considers you a resource for people who are looking up that. So if, to keep going back to our Italian restaurant, if you're constantly producing articles about, I'd keep it limited to your food, but your meatballs, why they're so different, your Parmesan, why that's so fresh, and your sauce, why that's so refined because of all the years with passing it on from generation to generation. I think that's where you would go, because you're also driving interest into your business. I think a lot of the big mistakes I see for this would be kind of taking it on themselves to be the voice of the industry. And it's just silly to be the voice of all Italian food. It's just so broad. You see this all the time with health companies who just want to be the voice of health. Talk about your product. That's what's going to be driving people. You can get your keywords by talking about the products if they're relevant to those keywords. But don't just become some kind of authority on mozzarella. Say my New York is showing. All right, now, so we got a little bit into paid ads when we got into permission marketing and some of the other phases. I want to break it down a bit more. The big difference between paid and free is that, well, you might be able to get a few new customers through your free if you really hustle and use your hashtags to actually be able to consistently scale and bring a ton of new people into your funnel. Those are people that come into your restaurant and hopefully come back many, many more times. You really need to use your paid ads. The biggest platforms right now are Facebook and Google. A lot more success is being had on Facebook. With Google, you have fewer people. It's always nice to play ball, though, with Google. That's my general rule. If you could designate a couple of $100 to play with and to shoot out some keywords and hopefully have your ads up there when people click, it's never going to hurt. Don't go crazy with it, though. You can do a lot more for a lot cheaper with Facebook. Of course, if you have any questions, drop us a direct message or email us at sailwindsmarketing@gmail.com. And those are your 5 phases of marketing. Just to repeat, we have your SEO, your permission marketing, your free social media, your content marketing, and your paid ads. So be honest with yourselves. Which ones are you doing great with? Which ones would you like to see improvement with? Which ones are you struggling with? And it's going to help you out a lot. It's going to help you out a lot in talking to marketers. It's going to help marketers a lot in talking to people who know what to expect. So I hope you all have a great Sunday, and take care.